Sup Minecrafters, SirRobHiFi here. I'm going to do a tutorial on making an XP farm from a blaze spawner. Now I found myself a Nether stronghold, set up a couple chests, a workbench, a portal out to the overworld so I can have a bed out there in case I die. Of course I forgot to bring a bed. I was building a little hut out there and realized I forgot the bed, but oh well. What I'm going to do now is quickly throw down some lighting. I'm going to use glowstone because it's in abundance and it's got a higher light level, so it will light up a bigger area. So I'm going to just run in here. It's over to the right when I go down that hall. There's some steps and a little room with the spawner in it. You'll see in a sec. I'm just going to run in there, throw some down and kill the blazes that spawn as I go. I might be lucky enough that not quite quick enough. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Okay, so I've run back. I've just ran in there and picked up my stuff and threw down a couple more glowstone. I think that's enough. So yeah, I think, oh no, not quite. Die. Alright, let's finish this up. What we got here? I better start digging it out. Okay, what direction? I think this is F3. Yep, direction 3. So I'm facing the right way for how I want to set this up. So these 4 squares are the center, and I want to go out that way. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll put that down there for now. And from this direction, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I wish I had pre-release 6 when I did my original one, because these nether brick just fall beneath my pickaxe super fast now, which before was, oh, it's a nightmare. It took me ages to chop out all that nether brick. Right, so that's that point there. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4 will be there. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. This is just temporary, guys. So, alright, so I put glowstone at the 4 maximum spawn points, and I might need some more. Alright, so it's a bit messy right now, just because I've got so much glowstone sitting around. But yeah, I went 1, 2, 3, 4 out to mark out my maximum distance. And what I'm going to do now is chop out this fence, nether brick, and get a wall around the perimeter, the spawnable area. Add in a few more lights, temporary, and I'll be back after that. And I'm back again. Okay, so I cleared out the sides, and I've just for now put a glass block in the corner at spawner level in the 4 corners to show my perimeter where I'm going to have my wall eventually. But all I'm going to do now is, as I showed you when I came into this room, if I turn to the left and face that way, you can see that my facing direction is 3. So based on that, that means that this quadrant in front and to the right is the smallest quadrant, and these three around this side are the largest ones. So to take advantage of that, I'm going to pick this corner here, and that is going to be the corner my crusher is going to be down the bottom of here. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to drop down below the spawner. That glowstone, there's the spawner, that's 1 block below, and this is 2 blocks below. So I'm going to scoop out everything 2 blocks below, because it's perfectly safe, nothing can spawn that far below there. And I'll clear this out and I'll start working on the first stage, the first level, before we dig down any further. Alright, see you in a minute. So here we are, now 4 blocks below the spawner at this level, and this block here I'm going to start from is the lowest point that the mobs can spawn at if that block wasn't there and it wasn't lit up. So I'm not actually going to spawn them in that position, I'm going to let them drop half a block below. And to do that, what I'm actually going to have is a row of pistons back here with a half block. And oops, no, that was right. We're going to have a piston pusher set up for the next level down. So this is the lowest point, this level here, 1 level below the spawner, and you're going to put a piston in the wall behind that and half slab. So they drop half a block onto this half slab, then they'll walk off to the next level, and on here we will have a little pusher set up which will knock them down to the next level, and that's a 1.5 drop. Okay, so I'm just going to put those around the edge like that, and I don't think I need one there. So let's stick in some blocks. And this is going to be for the repeaters, and then the pressure plates. I did put too many. No need for that or that. Let's throw that in for now. And stick these around the edge. Now I'm not going to put the pressure plates in just yet because I'll be wanting to stand on here. Alright. Now the next step is I'm going to dig down another level. And I want to drop them 1.5 blocks again. So right now that's 2. Make that 1.5 block drop. And as we go down, This I don't have to worry about because it's going to be a wall anyway. Clear this out. Now I'm going to want to go down another half block after that, but what this is going to be is an intermediary stage before the next set of pistons. Okay, so I get pushed off onto this level, 1.5 blocks, and the same again below that. And I'm going to work my way down and come back to you after that. What I forgot to mention is you're going to need to put in pistons behind this row before we go down any further. I kind of want those blocks too. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to rip out these stones so I can get these blocks back. I didn't think clearly. I have only made this once, and it was the result of tweaking and changing things around a lot, so I haven't made it from scratch before. But yeah, row of pistons to drop them down to the next level. Half slabs which they're going to land on, and then when they get down to the next level they will become the block that pushes them. So let's clear these out and put the repeaters in. And I should have been throwing down, I think, 2 ticks, is it? That's recommended. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that helps avoid glitching. Add that to these as well. Okay. So now, at this level, we're just going to want pressure plates. Make it look a little nicer. Put down nether brick. Okay, so that's going to be pressure plates. Don't you love the sound of those trains going by? Sarcasm. Alright, so we want to drop. For this area, we are now down to the 4x4 quadrant. And now that we're down at this level, oops. Let's see. Is it at this level I drop? Still gonna drop. This is tough. Trying to think it through and record and talk at the same time. Okay. Yeah, I think at this level we're gonna have another set of half slabs. There's one section where I actually drop them too, and I think that's the next step down. Let's put these half slabs in. Okay, so that's a 1.5 drop still. Lucky I haven't hit a drop yet. This seems to be all encased in solid blocks, this stronghold, or nether fortress, whichever you want to call it. So yeah, I think we're done. That, we're dropping down to there. Maybe I have one last set of pistons. I may have to refer to my previous setup at this point, because I'm getting a little confused. Alright, I'm going to do that and come back. Okay, so yeah, I do actually drop them 2 blocks now at this point. So put down a few bricks here. Now because that level's got a half slab on it already, I put half slabs here, it still comes out to a 2 block drop from there. And we're now down to the 2 by 2 area, which is going to be the kill chamber. And this, I think I've made 3.5 blocks deep. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3.5 blocks. Right, entrance area is going to be out here. So I'm going to scoop out an area in front of this, because I'm going to be facing the crusher this way, like in my previous videos. I'm going to hollow this out, and I'm going to hollow out a space behind here. When you get to this point, you can literally go back from here, make a big 8 by 8 at least. Probably want to go actually a couple extra blocks out. Give yourself a nice amount of room to work with. And once I've done that, I will come back to you again. So now I've cleared out a bunch of extra space, and I've left a certain amount in at this level, and I'll show you why in a minute, because like I said, we're going to do the top section first, and this 2 by 2 is the bottommost part, and that is the kill chamber. This is where the blazes are going to be standing, and the rest of the trap you can see up there. We're going to want to put next to here 4 pistons on either side. Okay, and the top pair are going to push in some half slabs, and that's to avoid causing damage to the mobs. They're falling down into this section. If I hit the switch and close these with full blocks, they were doing a little bit of damage to the blazes, as the ones that were jumping up into this space would get clipped, and that didn't seem to be a problem, but the ones that were falling down seemed to take some damage when I pushed them into place. So trying out half slabs, and I think that has fixed the problem for the most part. I have seen the very rare occasion where 1 or 2 have taken some damage. Anyway, that is going to shut off the roof of this little chamber, and then I'll put some regular blocks in underneath, and these are going to be the ones that suffocate the mobs in the second stage of the operation, as it were. Okay, so what we want to do is wire in this top 2. Now this is tricky. What I've got here is I've got 2 blocks sitting on top of the top set of pistons, right? And to power those, I'll go around the far side first, the right hand side, as you face the setup, and get a couple of torches, and those power the block below and push this piston out. And I had to go with that to avoid cross current with the set of pistons below. And look at that, I forgot my redstone wire. Anyway, I put another 2 in on this side. And for this side, all I needed to do was run some redstone dust back here, all the way around the back, up to this side. And these are the 2 blocks with the torches on. And in here, on this side, because I'm going to be running the switch down here, I'm going to put 2 repeaters. And then we're going to run the dust all the way around. It's going to step down to here, and we'll throw a switch in that we can toggle for that section. So after that, we're going to want to deal with the bottom side. Now in here we're going to want to put let's see, we can just do it this way. We're going to want to put repeaters into these 2 pistons, and same on the other side. A couple of repeaters going into them, and from there we're going to run wire around the back of here. I think I can just run along like that. So that will wire out those 2, once I go and get my dust, of course. And we're getting close to done. Alright, at least for setting up that. Now we're going to have to chop underneath here. In my normal setup I've got a button on the front of that block, and the way that's working excuse me, so we're going to have redstone dust underneath there. We're going to come around the back of here, and we're going to take that line of dust. Where is it? I'm not lining up. Just chop out a little bit of space here. Okay, so we're going to have the line of dust coming in here, and then we're going to run the wire off to a big delay, and right in here we're going to have the pulse lengthener. And I can already see I'm going to have to go back even further, so I'm going to go and get some redstone dust, make a little bit more room back here, and then we're going to finish this up as far as the wiring goes. After that, it's pretty much cosmetic. We're going to build some walls around the top chamber, make a little bit of a viewing area, some glass on the front, fill in some gaps, and we'll be done. So not much longer now, guys. Alright, back in one flash. Okay, it's time to wire this thing up. Okay, let's first of all top level. Okay, so with this side I've just put wire on top of these blocks and bring it around. Put a repeater in here, make sure the signal makes it all the way around to that side. Now the reason I had to use repeaters into the block on this side is because right above here there are pressure plates, and they would interfere with the signal, and that was what was happening on my first attempt at this. And let's drop this wire down here into this block, and I'll throw a lever on the front of that, and there we go, that's working. Now we're going to wire in the button. Now that's going to send a signal. I already dug a channel for it, it's going to send a signal through here. But because I want to put a repeater here, I'm going to put the repeater down and then I'm going to replace the blocks as we go. I'm going to also send the signal off out there. Throw some blocks in, some dust, another couple of blocks, dust's underneath the switch, close that off, and that should now be sending a signal over here. And first I'll do the repeaters. We want to do 23 of them at max delay. Boy, I've got hiccups or something. Alright, so that's one. I'll throw them in and set the delay as we go. 2, 4, 5, 6. Piece of wire here, another piece of wire. I'm going to go 2 pieces of wire over. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn the corner here. 11, 12, 13, boy, 14, 15. Turn the corner at 15. Turn the corner again, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah, 21, 22, and 23. Let's see. From here I want to put in my cutoff. Okay, repeater here. Have I gone out far enough? No, I haven't. Put a repeater here, send a signal around in a circle and down into this hole. So that, when the signal pulse from the button comes in, it sends an infinite loop around here. So the signal will just stay on. And then here we'll put a piston and a block. So after it goes around the delay on this side, it'll eventually hit this, push the block in, cut the signal, and then you can pull the signal off, go up onto here, trigger these 2 pistons. What's this above me here? I'm going to put in a repeater here. Extend the signal around to this side. And that should be the delay. Let's see. Imagine we close the roof off, hit the crusher. Meanwhile, blazes are suffering, agony, and then retract. Okay, so that should be timed perfectly. Now, as you can see, it's all open, and like I said, it's now all about cosmetics. I'm going to throw in some blocks to hide all of this stuff, and I actually want some more nether bricks. I'm going to have to go and get some. But yeah, I'm going to cover up the workings of this and eventually get to the point where I can smash out the glowstone, which is going to be the bit that scares me the most, because that's when the mobs will start spawning and nuking me. So I'm going to probably do that with a cheap pickaxe and might die a couple of times. Alright, so once I've filled up and covered all this stuff up, I have a little access way around here. I will give you the final part of the video. Alright, see you in a minute. Guys, here we go. I just smashed the first piece of glowstone and already spawned a blaze. So I have to do this quick. Oh god, I got another one. This is not good. This is the tough part. Break as many as I can. I'm gonna die probably, but god damn it. Well guys, I died 3 more times trying to clear out those last couple of pieces, and I've sealed up a couple of holes here with glass, and I've got a piston that's extended there because of the piston glitch action, but that'll reset. But a mob hand lands on one of the ones above. Okay, see this in action. I've already got a bunch of mobs down there. Let's go down. Yeah, I had mobs spilling out of here. I ran back here. I was running away like a scared little girl and killing them through this space, and I even broke the wiring here. Frantic. I died down in this area twice. Once up there. But alright, so we've got some mobs. Cut the roof section off and asphyxiate. See if we lose any. There's only a few in here. Hopefully won't kill any. No, it didn't kill any. And can one-shot them all. A piece of glowstone. Now, the only change I might make to this now is I might even put in a piston floor below here so that I can walk in, and if I can't reach the blaze rod I can get it. But honestly, I've already got a double chest full of blaze rods, and I'm not going to be using those, let alone more. It's more about the XP. So there you have it, finished XP farm. And I think within half an hour you should be able to get well over 30 levels if you just sit AFK down here somewhere within range. And I suggest putting in a nether wart farm within range of the spawner itself, so that you can be doing something while it fills up. You could put in some other stuff around here. You could put in some, I guess, some wheat. Grow some wheat down here. Harvest some trees down here. Bunch of stuff while you hang out by the spawner. Alright, so I hope you liked it, and please forgive me, this is my first ever attempt at a tutorial. It took ages, I was unprepared, and next time I will know better and I'll do a better job of it, I promise. Alright, thanks guys, see you later.